It's already become an overused observation online that Jenny is the villain of that movie who sperm jacks a retarded man after getting ran through by men of all races and types during her brave dabbling in radical politics. So I guess I shouldn't cover any more ground on that. But I would like to add that I think it's appropriate that she ends up as a nurse. Well, ends up before she died of AIDS. Thinking on that movie, though, is Jenny also a cleat chaser? Like Forrest was an All-American football player, right, at Alabama, and somehow didn't end up in the NFL, despite the fact he was basically the mongoloid Devin Hester on kickoff returns. He met JFK, for Pete's sake. Congratulations. How does it feel to commit sodomy? Fantastic, sir. I've seen that movie like 30 fucking times. Could you imagine, though, like, what a sensation a white version of Dante Hall would have been back in the 1960s NFL? He's just a speedy brainlet who runs at exact right angles as his juke move. When he hits, when you're playing with him, he just hits the circle button, and that's his juke move, a straight right angle. You know why EA Sports is busted? Because they didn't get Forrest Gump as an unlockable character on Madden 2024 for the 30th anniversary celebration of that fine film. Forrest went to Vietnam a few years after being an All-American, but if that was the problem, the league could have gotten him deferments. Or was he in Vietnam in like 64 or 65? Because if you met JFK at the White House for being an All-American, that had to be 62 or 63. So why wasn't he in the NFL? But apparently being a football All-American wasn't enough for Jenny. Maybe Jenny only liked him when he became Chinese famous. She doesn't like football players, only Black Panthers, communists, and mentally disabled ping pong champions. And that way, I guess, Jenny isn't like the white hippie druggy chick as an archetype. If we finally move back into the flow of things here. Enough Forrest Gump. That there should be some male backpackers in danger of becoming packers of another kind. And I don't mean that NFL team that should have drafted Forrest Gump, Bart Starr, and Vince Lombardi. That should be in the sequel to Forrest Gump. Shows when he got drafted by the Green Bay Packers, and he's like, "I'm sorry I messed up your Black Panther party, Bart Starr."